More than 700,000 Oxford AstraZeneca COVID vaccines were secretly flown from Britain to Australia, according to reports, while not a single jab was exported down under from the EU. The huge batches of the shots were reportedly dispatched after the EU imposed new limits on exports of COVID vaccines produced on the continent. The bloc continues to grapple with a chronic shortage of vaccines and is blighted by slow inoculation programs. According to the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age, 717,000 AstraZeneca jabs arrived in Australia after the operation was conducted under the radar. A total of 300,000 jabs made in Britain touched down at Sydney Airport on the 28th of February, the report claims. This was about a month after the EU imposed new curbs on exports. At the time, the Australian government said the jabs had come from overseas but stopped short of naming the country of origin. The following month, the second large shipment is said to have arrived on a passenger plane operated by Emirates. This journey came after European Commission bosses and Italy took decisive action to formally block an application by AstraZeneca to send 250,000 vaccines to Australia. Express Co UK has contacted the Department for Health for comment. On Wednesday, the Commission said that delivery shortfalls of AstraZeneca's vaccine were a global issue. They said this was not something to be addressed only in talks between the EU and Australia. The comment followed Australia's request to the EU to send AstraZeneca doses. Canberra has said the EU has blocked shipments, whereas the EU says AstraZeneca had not requested new authorizations for exports to Australia. Asked about Canberra's request, a Commission spokesman told reporters, "We're not the only region in the world producing AstraZeneca vaccines, and therefore this is a global issue. It is definitely not simply a bilateral issue between one country and the European Union." The row comes amid concerns over rare side effects linked to the jab. Spain's health ministry on Wednesday decided to only give AstraZeneca's coronavirus vaccine to people aged between 60 to 65 after European and British regulators found a potential link between the shot and rare brain blood clots. Health Minister Carolina Darius said, "The AstraZeneca vaccine will only be administered to a person older than 60. Although there is a diversity of opinions in the European Union, Italy recommended that AstraZeneca's COVID shot only be used on those over 60 and Britain said that people under 30 should get an alternative, due to possible links between the vaccine and very rare cases of blood clots. More than a dozen countries have at one time suspended the use of the vaccine, which has been given to tens of millions of people in Europe. But most have resumed, with some, including France, the Netherlands and Germany, recommending a minimum age. EU health ministers failed to agree common guidance on the use of the shot, despite calls for coordination across member states to combat public hesitancy. The European Medicines Agency, EMA, received reports of 169 cases of the rare brain blood clot by early April, after 34 million doses had been administered in the European Economic Area, EEA, according to Sabine Strauss, chair of the EMA's Safety Committee. The EEA comprises the 27 EU countries plus Iceland, Norway and Liechtenstein. In comparison, 4 women out of 10,000 would get a blood clot from taking oral contraception.